Here is a client who started on 2 tablespoons of Zeocharge, taken once per day for a month and 4 days. So just about 34 days here. And we're going to see that her body actually responded really well to it. So this was an individual. We'll go to the metals here. We can see that her body is releasing these metals that were probably stored in her body for many years. And now they're on the move just within 34 days, which is quite impressive. The thing about these levels is as they're increasing, one, right off the bat, it shows that the body on its own does not have enough energy to remove these metals. That's why they were lower. But once the Zeocharge was added, it provided that additional support to allow the body to release these metals from wherever they were stored in the body. And now they're getting ready for excretion. So that's the great news. And these are pretty significant increases as well. So she probably has a ways to go even with these metals. What we do notice is that the mercury is actually down in the gadolinium, which likely means that she very likely has higher levels of those, but her body was not yet prepared to release those from the deeply stored tissue. First, it's prioritizing these other things. And then once the body has a little bit more energy, potentially next month or in a couple months, then her body will start releasing mercury, and that's going to rise. If you're not understanding what I'm saying right now with why these levels going up is a good thing, go back and watch the intro videos on the proof page just to understand kind of why it's good for metals to go up, because it means they're being released from deeply stored areas in the body and they're moving into what I call level 1 or level 2 toxin storage, which is like circulating toxins plus some tissue like in the hand and various like soft tissue, but not in the deeply stored organs like the brain. That's where these things are coming out of. So very good. And then we want to see what happened to her vitamins, and all of her vitamins improved. So not only was she able to push out all of these metals, but her body was responding very well and her vitamin status was improved. And she's not supplementing with these things. It's just that as she took the Zeocharge, it was reducing some sort of stress on her body that was causing her body to use up these vitamins more rapidly than it should have to. So now that she reduced that stress by taking the Zeocharge, her body is retaining these vitamins more efficiently. It just is an indicator that her body's oxidative stress load is being reduced. So that's a very good sign as she's moving out these metals. And that's the other thing. If you aren't able to get these vitamins up, and if the body is not responding well to a detox, the body's not going to push out metals. That's why a lot of times with detox, especially if you're experiencing symptoms, it's very unlikely that you're actually detoxing the deeply stored metals. Because you're causing so much stress on the body during the detox process, your body's going to close its detox pathways, and you're only going to be able to remove the circulating and level 1 and 2 toxins like we're seeing here with the mercury. But to get to the point where we're releasing these things, your body has to be in a really good position. And that's why we need the improvement in vitamin and mineral status to see that. So this was a very good result. Once again, this is 34 days. So this woman was not quite as healthy as she would like to be. So she probably has a ways to go with these metals. But just in 34 days, she was able to open up detox pathways and get things rolling. And just for reference, sometimes it takes, even in the most advanced clinics in the world where they're doing IV chelation therapy and various things, they'll even admit that a lot of times it takes months to years to open up these detox pathways to get things flowing. So the fact that we're doing this in 30 days with one product is actually quite remarkable. So very good test here. That was just 2 tablespoons of Zeocharge taken daily for 34 days.